usually tell within 2 minutes that it's not for sale by owner, it's for sale by wholesaler, who's maybe not the owner. If you ask a few questions about the house, they really don't even know. Like, well, does it have a 2-car garage or a 1-car garage? I don't really know. I'm thinking, if you own a house, you would know this, right? How many bathrooms, or, you know, is it a good layout? I'm not really sure. They're wholesaling the property. So you say, you know, it sounds like you do what I do, and I have got buyers in California. That's like magic.
Yeah.
I have buyers in California who could probably pay cash for this. You know, they only want 20, 25 for the house. So they're trying to sell it to people in their local market who don't have that, who have $5,000. So I try to market with it. I said, you know, if I found a buyer out here, is there enough spread in this that we could split it? And some of them say yes, and some say no. So we just keep moving until you find people who say, you know, that sounds really great. I said, could you email me any more properties that you have that are coming up? So then I start looking for people in my local market who want to buy some rental properties. I've heard people talk around here. A lot of you have many properties out of state. I do like to focus in certain cities so that I can leverage the property management and the people, the handyman and people that I have there. So I don't just buy like shotgun everywhere, but I do like to leverage certain cities. Another way to find buyers is to post to the We Buy Houses sites. Because the We Buy Houses sites are not just going to one person. They usually take those leads and spit them out to people who've paid to have access to the leads. So sometimes you post something you get something under contract, you post it on the We Buy Houses site, and I've had one of my students do this in Riverside, and he got 60 calls in an hour. Because so many people are getting those leads in their email. So it's a way, you're thinking, well, it's just for me, I have my own house, I want to sell it. The wholesalers are using these sites to find buyers. So that's a great little niche there. Call on bandit signs. The wholesalers are putting out bandit signs, so call, see if you can work with them, find out who the other wholesalers are in your market. Again, I already mentioned calling on ads in Craigslist, and if they're listing for sale by owner, yes, Dan.
Do you feel that We Buy Houses sites are actually more productive than posting on Craigslist in a certain area?
You just never know where the buyer's going to come from.
Okay.
But I do know you'll get a lot of response. If you have a good deal, it's going out to so many investors. And we have experimented to see how many calls you get. It's amazing.
Okay, so you're more than likely to get an investor on a call from We Buy Houses than you would a
Right.
retail home buyer from Craigslist or something like that.
For sale by owner, someone has to be looking. These ones, they're actually shot out to their email list. We Buy Houses for cash. There's all those different sites.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's a good place to post if you're going to be wholesale.
Okay.
How much do you make on these wholesale deals? It's really relative to the cost of the deal. So the small deals, $1,000 to $2,000, do a couple of those a month. California deals where the house is $200,000, then you may make 7 to 12K. One of my coaching students in San Diego just made 7K on a house. He's decided, we were doing door knocking for a while and leaving a little letter and a package, and he's decided to just go when he's running and only talk to people that are outside. It doesn't work on a day like this. Nice sunny day, he talks to people. Are you interested in selling? Do you know anyone else who is? So he found a deal last Saturday, and he was so green at it, he just didn't really know how to get it under contract. It's not ready to negotiate yet. So we just called another investor in our market that met that guy's criteria because he was in that right city for him. And they met together at the table, and then he was able to watch this guy negotiate the deal. And he said, you know, I think it's a short sale. The guy specializes in that. So when they're done, he's going to pay him $7,000 for that deal. But it's a month or two down the road. So he just started accumulating these things. So he didn't really assign the contract. He's going to have to wait until they escrow before he gets paid. But that's probably the range. In Orange County, I do know a few people are getting 15 on a wholesale deal because the house is 300 and it's going to retail for $425.
Do you find that it's easier to do the smaller deals versus doing a bigger deal and for a larger chunk?
It just depends on who your buyers are. You know, the buyers who want rental income, they're gonna do these small deals, and they have cash, maybe they have 25K. One of the students I had at 25K in his self-directed IRA, and he just wanted that cash to keep coming in, so. But if it's a local investor who's rehabbing, and you got the right deal, that deal's gonna go pretty fast. Okay, so examples of cities that, you know, I want you guys to consider. In California, Sacramento, really low prices right now. Merced, a lot of people don't think about it, the Central Valley. Did you know that University of California has a university in Merced? It's the 10th UC system. So, University of Merced, people overbuilt there when it started in 2005, but now the prices have come way back down. So you can get houses there between 50 and 100,000 and rent them to students. Now you're renting them to students, you can put 3 or 4 students in the house and you can collect the rent from their parents. It doesn't have to be from the students, so the rent can come in regularly from people who have good jobs. So that's a great one. And if you look at any UC, there's a very high cost of rental units, very close to any UC system as that UC grows. Right now they're probably at 3,000 students, but they're going to be 25,000 like every other UC when they're done. I mean, you guys have University of Santa Barbara here, so University of California in Santa Barbara, so you know the cost of rentals. Bakersfield and Palmdale, I would say, would be, for your market, those are the closest things you can get to, and have houses between, buying houses 30 to 50,000 that need rehab. In Bakersfield as well. Detroit and Ohio, I mentioned some Detroit examples, houses in Ohio. Right now, the manager I have in the Detroit metro market says he can get houses for $1,000 to $2,000. He puts in $8,000, and now you put in 10, but it's really worth about 20, like the ones I showed you. Once a renter's in place, so it's a really good, you know, way right now. But you need someone there. Like, he will screen 20 houses before he tells you which one to buy. So develop those relationships with people. Atlanta, Kansas City, and then the fear. People have this fear about wholesaling. I want to bring that up again. You're not the one buying the house. So you can get it under contract with the owner, and if you don't find a buyer, it wasn't a good deal. Because if it was a good deal, someone would want to buy it. So the buyer is going to determine if it's a good deal, and if it wasn't, you really haven't lost anything. I usually don't put anything down on a wholesale deal. I say, I'm going to find a buyer for this, here's the contract, here's $10 or whatever. It's not like something where you're going to escrow with a bank, and you know, you can't really wholesale it anyway. So these are deals with individual owners, and there's a lot more owners in other areas that don't use realtors in California. Okay, here's an example of Finest Expert. This is a screenshot from the website Finest Expert. It has a couple of PhDs in computer science put the site together. So this is right from Bakersfield. I grabbed this yesterday off the internet. I'll read you the prices. Single family homes, I ran, that's a 2.2, 4.2, 4.2, 4.2. 41,000 is the asking price. 55,000, 50,000, 31,000, 44,000. Now, he developed an algorithm for the score. Robert, the guy who did the site, he calls it his Finest Expert score, but the hottest ones are red and they all go all the way down to blue. You can also go to a heat map of these cities and it shows the areas that are hot with a red, and then as you go to the suburbs it turns blue and green, which are areas that you're not going to get good cash flow. So the higher number on his score is the best cash flow, and those are the ones in red. And then the charts on the side, it looks like the median listed price for a 3-bedroom in Bakersfield is $134 right now. Average in California to close to $300. So that's the difference in Bakersfield. And then the reason this one is so low is it's for sale inventory of all of California compared to Bakersfield, and that's why it's down so low, because you're comparing the whole state to one city. So grab that Finest Expert, and here's the second
Master.
Here's the second screenshot. Yes, Dan?
What was that website again?
It's called Finest Expert.
Finest?
FinestExpert.com. I used to go to Zilpie, and then it would just link over to Finest Expert. They've added a lot more data. Now, if you click on one of those listings I showed you, this was a house, this is $50,000, and it looks fairly new. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,200 square foot house in Bakersfield. Showing, they give you an average of 25% down. You can change all these numbers, but this automatically came in when I clicked it. And it gives you, a 6% loan. If you were to buy it with a loan and not just cash, what's your scheduled income? So it's pulling rental data from other websites saying the rent's about $1,700 a month, and it gives you your effective scheduled income, your net operating income, and your cash-on-cash return, assuming 25% down, which was down payment. Assuming $12,000 down, your cash-on-cash return is 65% in 1 year. So you're getting your cash back after a year and a half or so. So your after-tax cash flow is $9,000. So take a drive out to Bakersfield. Check out what's going on there, because it's amazing to get something that new. I know it's hard to see from where you are. I don't think it gives.
Does it give square footage cost?
Square footage per square foot. It's somewhere on there. It's oh, there it is. $22 a square foot. Because it's a 2,200 square foot house. I mean, a lot of the houses that are in that price range are 1,200 square feet. It's still, that would be $50 bucks a square foot. So. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick little movie. One of my coaching students he started from nothing, and he went through and he wholesaled the house. He learned it all in 3 months. He's a teacher, so he did it all in the summer when he was off from school. I'm going to show you his check, so he's really proud of his check. Oh, let me start. Turn it out. Oh, let's see. So that just came through in an email to me, so that one. Really, he was one of those students who just did everything I said. I think we were having a call at 4 o'clock one day, and I said, you really should start going to REIA meetings and meet people. He goes, well, where is one? I said, well, I'm going to one tonight in Orange. And I was driving up from San Diego, so I do go to 4 a month because I like to network. And he showed up. I told him at 4, he drove an hour, and I was at the table. I didn't know what he looked like because he was a phone coaching student, and we're signing into the meeting, and I looked at his name. I go, oh, you're Dan. So he was able to just start doing that. And he he met another wholesaler through looking on Craigslist and calling